What's poppin', peeps? If you guys like this video, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and also check out my Twitch channel where I record a lot of these videos live. Until the next one, I will see you guys later. Peace. We got DPS's new Dabi track. Now, I'm excited to peep this one. We finally got DPS's updated Dabi track. And if you guys don't know, DPS did a Dabi track, I want to say, God, it's probably like 3 years ago now. And that's one of those songs where it's, if you're not a nerdcore fan, if you haven't listened to that song, that song's just so iconic in nerdcore now that it's like a staple, right? It'll forever be a staple. So I'm excited to see what DPS got cooked up for, like a reiteration of Dabi, and then it looks like he did his best to pay homage to the original by getting McGwire on as the feature. So I'm hoping that this lives up to or is even better than the last one. So there's only one way to find out if that's the case or not. So we got the Dabi drill rap, My Hero Academia, Crown of Flames, DPS featuring McGwire. So with that being said, let's see what these guys got cooked up for us on this track, and let's get it cracking. Wait a minute, we got a whole new like kind of intro. Is this gonna be like the new intro to like all these to like his usual ones? Got the little like arcade machine. Well, this is dope. Did Reese do this all? Because this is dope. Mixed and mastered, verses by DPS, of course. Chorus McGwire. Background vocals, second bridge, chorus, DPS, crowd chant. Okay, so we got Wolfboy and Mix Williams who are part of the. Shout out to those guys, both talented individuals. Production credits, Omar and DPS, of course. A video by Reese, the huge. So a lot of the usual cast. The character selection screen is fire. I think I remember seeing like a little animation like on Twitter at some point. I didn't know he was ever going to use it in a song like this, but I remember seeing this like animation. I thought that shit was fire. Whoever did this animation, shout out to them.
Dear Dad, where the fuck you go when I needed you?
Hey,
how you gonna kill me? You gotta see your son to see it through.
Yep.
Motherfucker left for milk and took the scenic route. He was just another.
He left for the milk, but he took the scenic route. The constant meme of like, oh, your dad left you. He left to go get the milk. He never came back. Okay. I thought I kind of expected that. That's like low hanging fruit when you talk about Dabi. That was kind of like low hanging fruit. But I like the way he phrased it. I like this instrumental too. It sounds like from the sound of it, we're gonna kind of get like an emotional drill song. Which I really like. I do like the little change ups and like the vibes that DPS will sometimes do, bringing in like more emotional tracks or whatever. It just brings a little bit of life to things. Brings a little bit of breath of fresh air and a little bit of life to things. Plus, I just like feeling emotions.
Motherfucker left for milk and took the scenic route. He was just another John, so it's on sight when you see the proof. Apple fell not far from the tree, and heaven fell for a piece of fruit.
Wait, hold up.
Left for milk and took the scenic route. He was just another John. I'm not caught up with like the new My Hero stuff, like the new Dabi arc. I'm not caught up with that. Who's John? So it's on site when you see the proof.
John Wilkes. Oh, so it's on something. So is it that referencing like John Booth, like John Wilkes Booth, like the guy who assassinated? I'm pretty sure that he's the one who assassinated Abraham Lincoln?
Fell not far from the tree and heaven fell for a piece of fruit. That means when I'm hell on earth, well, that piece is a piece of you. They tell me you different, and it's that beef I won't feed it to. You wanted the spotlight, I'ma show them how God's died on the evening news. How didn't they see? You ain't to say you before you believe. Now I gotta pop when you pop. You're not the only one walking with peace.
Gotta pop till you pop. You're not the only one walking around with peace, because Endeavor kind of like is trying to change. He's trying to like just be more of a peaceful guy. But Dabi's like, hey, you're not the only one walking with peace, but Dabi's peace is a little bit different than your peace. Okay, DPS.
How didn't I see? You ain't the same, you before you believe. Now I gotta pop when you pop. You're not the only one walking with peace. Always in the out. You forgot, now you at the top, but you wanna stay clean. Ain't no forgiving, forgotten. After I gotta forget them, then I'ma spit on they partners, then I'ma spit on them pockets. Fuck a dollar, bitch, I'm stealing your profit. Fair garment, it's me and the.
You fuck up.
Stealing your profit.
Ooh.
Partners, then I'ma spit on them pockets. Fuck a dollar, bitch.
Fuck a dollar, bitch. I'ma spin. I'm stealing your profits, but not like your profits, like your income, your revenue, but also profits like the people around you, like the profits, the wise. I like that double. That's a cool double, dude. One thing about DPS's tracks, whether they're your favorite, they're not your favorite, whether you like that particular track, whether you don't like that particular track, whatever. You can't downplay the fucking wordplay and just how he can just put words together and not only make them sound smooth, but just there's just so much jam packed into a DPS verse that it's just like a lot of times you got to come back and potentially listen to a song multiple times through to be able to like properly catch some stuff. And I feel like DPS, everybody always looks at like the energy and stuff like that. Like people, like there's just so much jam packed. Like DPS fills his verses with so much substance that it leaves people just constantly picking up stuff. And that makes like the re-listenability to like his tracks that much higher because it's like you can pick up new things every time you listen to them.
Fair garment, it's me in the cockpit. Legal village, bitch, we move like a mosh pit. Do it like, hey, tap dance in your grave, bitch. Or maybe you should make it easy on yourself and rage quit. Get a facelift like. Time will pass you by.
God, just
leave it be. Wasted on the fight you need to leave. Watching as the fire.
Dude, McGwire is just so good, bro. I needed that, dude. I found out just by doing a little bit of thinking that when DPS and McGwire get together, I don't know what it is. I just really enjoy it. Like one of my favorite DPS tracks is his Sanji track from last year, that had McGwire on it. And it's just like even before then, just all the tracks that has just DPS and McGwire in any way, shape, or form. I don't know what it is, but those two just mesh in a certain way that just clicks with me. And I feel like it's maybe because a lot of those times tracks can be a lot more emotional, and just have some more emotional weight to them. And maybe that's the reason why I connect to it more, because I like that style of music. But yeah, no, DPS and McGwire always hit for me, bro. That's like a duo that's like a top 3 duo for me.
As the fire. Wait for it. Chance for the rematch. I paid for it. Wanna see the real colors. I came for it.
Hey.
I came for it. They plotted your end. I prayed for it. Who hotter than me? I'll wait for it. I'll wait for it. Let him get schooled by the drop out. You left so many scars in a lost count. You lost schooled by the drop. Wait for it.
Also, I peeped that earlier to tell me who's hotter, but I can also be talking about like DPS. Like name another person in this community who's hotter than me currently. I like that. That can be taken 2 ways.
Wanna see the real colors? I came for it. I came for it. They plotted your end. I prayed for it. Who hotter than me? I'll wait for it. I'll wait for it. Let him get schooled by the drop.
Now you're getting schooled by the dropout?
So many scars that I lost count. You lost everyone so you could be the big dog.
You lost everyone so you could be the big dog? It's like, hey, you had to lose everyone around you for you to be considered. Oh.
Scars that I lost count. You lost everyone so you could be the big dog. Now the little pup gotta put a dog down.
now the little pup gotta put the dog. That's filthy.
Walk around town with a false crown. One thing you taught me, that ruthless shit. But you think my own dad won't walk down? That cross you bear is my crucifix.
That cross you walk down is my crucifix. Oh, he's spitting.
Let me talk to you. Let me talk. It ain't bother you. No, no. Hurting all of us. It's us. When we all part of you. Goddamn. And I got the proof. Now you wanna call the truth? Maybe if you called your son, we wouldn't be here. But hey, now I got a lot to prove. Feel like I'm crazy.
Maybe if he just called and cared about me, and like we wouldn't be sitting here right now. But now I gotta prove it to him. You're just speaking that emotional shit. And this is another thing too, where it's just like, this is another track where, yes, it's, and I'll say this for as many times as I need to, because it's just one thing that I like about nerdcore is a lot of these people within the community, and a lot of the artists, I should say, and within the community, do a very good job of generalization. So where it's just like, okay, for this particular track, it's obviously about Dabi. If you know Dabi's story, if you keep up with the character, you know that this is about Dabi. But it's to the point too, where it's very subtle, to the point where somebody could easily have something like this. Can be a relatable song, just people listening to the song and kind of have that just overall generalization of growing up maybe in an abusive household or neglect or something like that. It sucks that people have to go through with it, but that's some things that some people out there could go through and give them another reason to connect to this song because it's something that they've experienced firsthand.
To call the truth. Maybe if you called your son, we wouldn't be here. But hey, now I got a lot to prove. Feel like I'm crazy, going insane. This what you made me. Over this rage, over this pain. Now you here to talk about change, bitch. Make it make sense. I'll make you. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk, and I hate the way they forgave. I know you about to get to the world, but I'm gonna be the one to break you. So dear dad, I hate you. Time and passes by, but you.
Dude, this video's crazy. Reese snapped on. Shout out to Reese. Actually, real quick, shout out to all the AMV editors out there, man. The unsung heroes of the community, man, for bringing all these beautiful tracks, for all the artists, big and small, for bringing those tracks and giving them life and giving them, just making them very like immersive experiences or whatever. Shout out to all those AMV artists out there, including Reese for this one. Ooh. Okay, DPS, I see you back there. Dude, McGwire. Shout out to DPS. This was fire. This was fire. This was a dope track. I dig it. McGwire and DPS are just always, like I said, they're a combination that just, to me, they always hit, bro. It'll always hit. I don't think DPS and McGwire, when they're together, they are incapable of missing. And this track was no different. I fucked with this track heavy. I will say, personal opinion, I liked Fallen just a little bit more. Just a little bit more, but at the end of the day, man, DPS makes fire music, and I like the change of pace that we got with this one, that more of the emotional and the drill. I wasn't expecting a drill song for this period, but actually it fit very well, and I really enjoyed it. And just everything about this, man, the video, the production, McGwire on the hook was crazy. DPS brought in some emotional bars in here and just some real shit as well. So fire track from everybody involved, man. This was dope. I fuck with this. Shout out to DPS.